Hello everyone and welcome to another all signs reading. So today we're going to see who's coming towards you and what do they want. All you have to do is hit the description box and you'll see the timestamp link down below. So with all that being said, let's get started. Okay, Capricorn, let's see who's coming towards you and what do they want. Who's coming towards Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Venus? Who's coming towards Capricorn, Sun, Rising, and Venus? All right, Capricorn. So we do have the Four of Cups. We do have the Queen of Wands. We also have the Page of Pentacles. And then we also have the Tower out here. This person could very well be a Scorpio, possibly a Virgo, maybe even an Aries or a Cancer. Doesn't necessarily have to be the case. But in regards to like this person that's coming towards you, I do see somebody wanting to extend themselves to you. Here's the thing though, because the two of you experienced a tower moment here with one another, and this tower could represent a really big fight, a really big argument, possibly a breakup, maybe even a divorce, but because this tower moment occurred here between the two of you, I am definitely getting that this person's under the impression that if they do contact you, you're just going to turn around and ignore them. You're just going to turn around and leave them on red. You're just going to turn around and block them. This person's under the impression that you're done with them, is what I'm gathering. Okay, now let's see why this person wants to come towards you. We know that this person wants to talk to you, but let's see. Let's see what else you can get here. What does this person want? What does this person want? All right, we have the Three of Wands. We have the Seven of Pentacles. We also have the Seven of Wands. And then we also have the Temperance card. In regards to what this person wants is to have a conversation with you. I do want to look a little bit more into this conversation that this person really wants to have with you. I am definitely getting that instead of them contacting you, they're choosing to fight back that urge when it comes down to contacting you and just patiently wait for you to contact them. But I do want to look into this conversation that they want to have with you. So let's look a little bit more into that. I feel like this person is just simply trying to avoid you rejecting them. They're trying to avoid that. All right, tell me more about the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so we do have the Queen of Pentacles. We also have the Four of Wands, but both of these cards came out in the reverse. And then we also have the Six of Pentacles. This person wants to extend themselves to you and make things right with you. You know what's interesting about this individual is that it does appear to me that they did something to self-sabotage things here between the two of you. So instead of them, right, extending themselves to you, trying to make things right with you, it's like they rather sit around and wait for you to extend yourself to them. To me, I find that to be very backwards in my personal opinion. You know, if they're the one that self-sabotaged things here between the two of you, I think that they should be the one contacting you. I think that they should be the one, you know, extending themselves to you instead of like, you know, them patiently waiting for you to extend yourself to them. With the Queen of Pentacles to the Four of Wands coming out here in the reverse, I feel like this person definitely did push you to that point of no return, Capricorn, but I am definitely getting that you're not pouring into this entire situation anymore, but it's primarily stemming from a place of you feeling like this person just simply doesn't deserve you and all that you have to offer. With that being said, Capricorn, I feel like this person is just going to find themselves patiently waiting to receive communication from somebody who basically has zero intentions of extending themselves to this particular person. And you know what? It makes sense, you know, as to why this person is not going to hear from you. I mean, this person has already showed you that they don't deserve you and all that you have to offer and bring to the table. Given everything that this person put you through, given the fact that this person pushed you to that point of no return, it just doesn't really make any sort of logical sense for you to, you know, run back to this person, especially when they gave you every reason to want to run away. All right. So with all that being said, Capricorn, I am definitely getting that there will be a lack of communication here between the two of you. And it's primarily because they're sitting around waiting for somebody who has zero intentions of contacting them. So with that being said, Capricorn, that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Hello Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Taurus, today we're going to see who's coming towards you, but we're also going to look into what it is that they want. So with all that being said, Taurus, let's get started. Who's coming towards Taurus, Sun, Rising, and Venus? Okay, let's see, Taurus. So we do have the 7 of Cups. We also have the Fool. We also have the 5 of Cups. And then we also have the World out here. Okay, Taurus, this person that's coming towards you, it's somebody who has a very difficult time moving forward and moving on with their life and forgetting about you. I just feel like this person has a lot of regret when it comes down to everything that they did on their behalf to self-sabotage things here between the two of you, because I am definitely getting that you gave this person more than one chance to get it right, and it kind of looks like they chose not to. So with that being said, given whatever recently happened here between the two of you, because something recently happened here between the two of you that caused this person to fall into this energy of feeling like they lost you. So this is kind of making me feel like there was more than likely an ending that occurred here between the two of you. Or maybe this person did something else to disappoint you again, and now they're scared that, you know, you're at this point where you don't want anything to do with them, or they're scared that this relationship is about to come to an end because of whatever it is that they recently decided to do that left you extremely hurt and disappointed. Either which way, because I am getting for some of you, you could have already walked away from this dynamic. But yeah, they just have a very difficult time, you know, moving forward and moving on with their life and getting over you. I do feel like this is somebody who does want a second chance here with you. I just kind of feel like this person's afraid that you're not going to give them a second chance because you gave them many chances before. Okay. What does this person want? We have the King of Swords, we got the Hermit, we also have the Tower, and then we also have the 8 of Wands. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Swords. In regards to what this person wants, this person just wants you to give them the chance and the opportunity to explain themselves to you. I am getting that. Explain themselves to you. This is somebody who's really hoping that this conversation that they have every intentions of having with you changes absolutely everything here between the two of you, but ultimately for the better. Here's the scary part, I would say, for this person in particular, that I do see breaking their silence, okay? They are very fearful that this conversation's not going to change your mind. They are very fearful that there is nothing that they can say and or do that'll ever prompt you to run back to them. And that's something that they know could definitely happen here. But I am definitely getting that even though they know it's a possibility that, you know, this conversation's not going to really change anything between the two of you, let alone your mind, I still see this person wanting to try to see, you know, if this conversation between the two of you can be able to change things between you and them. Now, I do want to look a little bit more into this person. So let's look at the King of Swords. Tell me more about the King of Swords. Okay. We have the 4 of Wands. We got the Judgment card. And then we also have the King of Pentacles. Okay. Here's the thing, Taurus. Not only do I see this person, you know, wanting to have a conversation with you in hopes that they're able to basically change your mind about them, in hopes that it'll prompt you to give them another chance, but I do see this person telling you that they've quote unquote changed. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. It looks like throughout the course of their relationship with you, they were showing up as a King of Swords, and they're claiming that they're a King of Pentacles now. Now, is it possible that they're a King of Pentacles now? Yes. Only if you guys went years, and I mean years, like 3+ years without, you know, seeing one another, dating one another, speaking to one another. Like, there has to have been years that have essentially passed here since this ending occurred here between the two of you. If you guys separated years ago, then I can see how it's possible that this person is a changed man or a changed woman. if this ending just recently happened here between the two of you, like it happened, you know, a few weeks ago or a few months ago, definitely under, you know, a year, there is no way that this person has actually changed. There's just no way. It takes years to become a King of Pentacles. It does. And considering the fact that this person is showing up as a King of Swords, there's levels to this. So we have the first King of Wands. We have the first King that comes out, which is the King of Wands. Then we have the King of Swords that follows. That's when we hit the King of Cups status. And then boom, the King of Pentacles status. So it is remotely impossible is what I'm saying, that this person is now all of a sudden a King of Pentacles like energy. Now, don't get me wrong. I think that what's more than likely going to happen, right, if you do accept this person back into your life, is everything's going to be good / great between the two of you in the very beginning. You're going to notice them, you know, walking a fine line, saying all the right things, doing all the right things, and then boom. It's only a matter of time before this person reveals to you that they're still stuck in their ways and that they refuse to grow up and that they refuse to change. And this is what Spirit wants you to avoid from experiencing again with this person, okay? This person could have done this many times in the past too, Taurus, where they could have, you know, told you, you know, okay, I'm going to change, or I have changed, and I promise I'm not going to put you through this again, and I promise I'm not going to put you through that again. Like, that's a possibility that they could have done that many times in the past, you know, just to leave you disappointed, you know, in the end. I just kind of feel like Spirit doesn't want you to give this person the opportunity to hurt you again and disappoint you again. Another thing too that I am definitely getting is what you want truly does exist out there. So don't settle. In other words, for somebody who continues to show you that they can't show up and be the person that you need them to be, and it's primarily because this person doesn't think anything's wrong with them. That's kind of what it all boils down to. A King of Swords is somebody who's very fixed in their ways. It's that energy of what you see is what you get. You know what I mean? So if you don't like certain things that this person was essentially doing in the past, it's something that they're just going to continue to do because this is just who they are, and they can't help to be who they are. Like, a person can only fake for so long. You know what I mean, Taurus? So yeah, this person will walk a fine line in the very beginning if you take them back. Yeah, they'll say all the right things and they'll do all the right things in the beginning. But once this person gets you right back to where they want you, they're going to resort right back to who they truly are. And that's what Spirit wants you to personally avoid from going through again. So it's just a little bit of a heads up, fair warning when it comes down to this person. All right, so that is what I have for you, Taurus. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Virgo, today we're going to see who's coming towards you and what do they want. So with all that being said, Virgo, let's get started. Who's this person that's coming towards Virgo? Okay, let's see, Virgo. Okay. We have the Lovers. We also have the Devil, to the Page of Pentacles, to the Page of Wands. You and this individual could very well be around the same age. I am definitely getting that. Or they might be slightly older than you, or you might be slightly older than them. I'm definitely not getting a massive age gap or anything like that between you and this person. This person that's coming towards you, Virgo, it's somebody that... It's somebody that you had like a love and hate relationship with. You know, when things were good between the two of you, things were great. But when things were bad between the two of you, things were just god awful. So it does look like a love and hate relationship that you either currently have with this person or had with this person, if this is somebody that you know, you parted ways from. But this is the person that I do see coming towards you. I am definitely getting that you will be receiving communication here from this person. What does this person want? Okay, let's see. We have the Justice card. Okay, we also have the Six of Pentacles, and then we also have the 4 of Pentacles, and then we also have the 10 of Swords. Okay, That Ten of Swords energy coming out here, something happened recently between you and this person. Could have been a really big fight, or a really big argument. If there was a really big fight slash argument that recently transpired between the two of you, it kind of has this person a little worried and concerned that due to this big fight slash argument, this relationship between the two of you may be coming to an end. So, you know, I do see this person, you know, trying to, you know, fix this dynamic here between the two of you, you know, before it actually does come to an end, because they're definitely not trying to lose you and this dynamic that they share with you. If an ending already occurred, Virgo, between you and this person because of a really big fight or a really big argument, or whatever have you, okay? I do see this person extending themselves to you, but it is stemming from a place of them wanting to, like, you know, fix things with you and repair things here with you and, you know, make things right. Because with that Four of Pentacles energy coming out here, this person's just not ready to say goodbye to you and this dynamic that they once upon a time had with you. All right. Now, I do want to look at the Six of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Six of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Two of Wands, the Judgment card. We also have the Queen of Wands, and then we also have the Nine of Swords, Virgo. I feel like Spirit's trying to prepare you in advance for this moment. Okay, so let's talk about it. For those of you who already experienced an ending here with this person will be back. That's kind of besides the point. This is not a matter of, you know, if they'll be back. This is a matter of when, okay? You have to really, really figure out, Virgo, if letting this person back in is a good idea or not, okay? Because I feel like when this person resurfaces back up here for you, you're going to fall into this energy of, I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should take this person back, or if I should just, you know, just keep things as is. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I feel like Spirit's trying to warn you about this in advance, so that way you have plenty of time to really think about what it is that you want to do. Do you want to really work things out with this person, or do you just want to kind of keep things as is between the two of you, which is basically over? Is this something really worth revisiting or not? Okay. Now, for those of you where there was not an ending that occurred here between the two of you, there was just a really big fight, you know, slash argument, and now this person's worried and concerned that, you know, this, you know, relationship between the two of you might be coming to an end very soon, so they're trying to fix or repair things with you. Virgo, when it comes down to this person, and I don't necessarily feel like this is something that this person is, you know, personally aware of, but I feel like this person has definitely been pushing you to that point of no return. Okay, I just don't think that this person is consciously aware of that. It appears to me that you've kind of checked out emotionally from this entire situation, as well as, you know, mentally from this entire situation, and you're very, very close to leaving physically from this entire situation. So this is kind of what I see happening, Virgo, okay? The likelihood of you coming back together with this person, you know, and fixing or repairing things here with them, if there was, you know, if there wasn't an ending, right, that occurred here between the two of you, it was just like a really big fight or a really big argument, you know, I do see you patching things up with this person, okay? I just don't think that this person knows this, but they're 2.5 seconds from prompting you to walk out of that door. So if in the event, right, this person does something else to hurt you or disappoint you or let you down, I do see you deciding to get up and just simply walk away from this entire situation and just simply never look back, okay? I just don't think that this person is consciously aware of all of this. I think that you are definitely aware. You've already kind of checked out emotionally as well as mentally from the situation. You're very, very close to walking away physically. I just kind of feel like this person, how do I explain them? I feel like this person believes, yeah, we'll say that. I feel like this person believes that they can mess up as much as they want and you're going to forever turn around and forgive them, right? And want to work things out with them. But that's not what we kind of see happening here. Especially because you're showing up as the Two of Wands to the Judgment card, to the Queen of Wands, to the Nine of Swords. I think that it's safe to say that if this person does do something again to like hurt you and disappoint you, you're not going to hesitate to like get up and walk out of this. You're not going to hesitate, you know, because at the end of the day, you're a human being. You can only take so much from a person. You know what I mean? And it kind of looks like you've been suffering a great deal being in this dynamic here between you and this person. So with that being said, yes, I do see you guys patching things up if there wasn't an ending, right, that occurred here between the two of you. But I am definitely getting that, you know, unfortunately, if they do something else, that's going to be the end of this relationship. And I almost want to say permanently, okay? If there was an ending that occurred here between the two of you, I do feel like there's still that part of you, Virgo, that kind of wants to revisit this, but you have more of a desire to walk away from this entire situation, never look back, than you do when it comes on to revisiting this connection all over again. And it's because this person, man, and everything that you went through with this person, it already kind of calls you to check out, you know what I mean, emotionally from the situation, and mentally from the situation. I mean, don't get me wrong. I feel like there's a teeny tiny desire that you may have to revisit this connection, but I mean, if I had to like bet my last dollar on what you're going to decide to do in the end, I'm going to go ahead and say that you're going to decide to dodge a bullet here and not revisit this connection ever again, especially because this connection has definitely revealed to you that it's just not healthy for you. It's just not healthy for you. All right, so with all that being said, Virgo, that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Hello, Aquarius. So today we're going to see who's coming towards you and what do they want. So with all that being said, Aquarius, let's get started. Who's coming towards Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Who's coming towards Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay, Aquarius. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We do have the 8 of Cups. We also have the 3 of Swords. We also have the 9 of Swords for this person. And then we also have the Ace of Cups. Aquarius. In regards to this person that's coming towards you, it's definitely somebody that you know. Okay. And it's definitely somebody who obviously knows you. It does appear to me that the two of you went your separate ways. Okay. Now this could have been, you know, a mutual, you know, separation. Honestly, even if it was a mutual separation between the two of you, it kind of looks like this person's having a hard time when it comes down to getting over you. You know, I am getting that this person's very, very heartbroken. I'm also getting that this person has a very difficult time, you know, sleeping at night. I feel like when this person gets a little downtime, primarily at night, that's when they tend to like, you know, think about you the most and, you know, things like that. But I am definitely getting that, you know, also to Aquarius, that they feel very out of place and lost without you. It's like they don't know what to do next with their life. I just don't feel like this person saw all of this coming. I am definitely getting that this person was well aware that you guys had like your issues and things like that, but they honestly didn't think that it would actually come to an end, is what I'm getting. I do believe that you're taking this separation a lot better than they are. I think that prior to the dynamic coming to an end, you kind of already started the whole grieving, like, you know, the loss of this person, your relationship with them before you actually did lose them in your relationship with them. So I think that when it comes down to you, you've already moved past the heartache, you know what I mean? Unlike this person. So it's kind of making me feel, dude, like you were probably the one that kind of pulled the plug on this relationship. Now, here's what I will say. I do feel like this person is trying their hardest to, like, you know, just stay away from you and not bother you or contact you and just simply respect, right, how you feel. It just kind of looks like you feel like this relationship is just simply not going to work out between the two of you. And I think that that's something that you've definitely expressed to this person. So they're trying, you know, to just stay away, not contact you, and not bother you for absolutely anything. You know, I do see this person, okay, Aquarius. extending themselves to you. You know, the heart wants what the heart wants, dude, you know, and this person's heart just can't help but to want you and what they once upon a time had with you. So I do see this person, you know, definitely caving in and extending themselves to you, but let's see what this person wants. I think that we kind of have a rough idea of what this person wants, but, you know, let's see. What does this person want? Okay. We have the Lovers. We have the Six of Wands. Okay. We also have the Two of Pentacles to the Five of Cups. And then we also have the Six of Swords. And then we also have the World. Aquarius. I feel like this person just wants to know if you're really, really done with them. And if you're really, really serious about moving forward and moving on with your life. Or if you're still willing to give this another go around, okay? Now, with that being said, I do feel like prior to them having this conversation with you, they will be preparing themselves, you know, for the worst outcome, which would be, you know, you deciding to just keep things as is between the two of you, which is basically over. But they're really, really hoping that, you know, you decide, right, to keep fighting for this dynamic that you guys once upon a time had with one another. So it's kind of like the epitome of like hoping for the best, you know, but preparing yourself, you know, for the worst, okay? So with that being said, they just want to know, Aquarius, are you really, really done with them? Or do you want to at least try, you know, one more time to see, you know, if the two of you can make this work or not? Okay, either which way though, the choice is entirely up to you, my friend. But with all that being said, Aquarius, that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Hello Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Libra, today we're going to see who's coming towards you, but we're also going to see what it is that they want. So with all that being said, Libra, let's get started. Who's coming towards Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Lovers out here with the Seven of Pentacles. We also have the Justice card. Ooh. And then we also have the Hierophant. Whoever this person is that's coming towards you, it's somebody who is either already in a committed relationship with you, or it's definitely somebody who has every intentions of pursuing a committed relationship with you. This person is definitely very focused on you and what they share with you. I don't see this person entertaining anybody else or even wanting to entertain anybody else. It kind of looks like you are this person's main focus slash priority. I am definitely getting that this person also puts you and their relationship with you up on a pedestal, which is really, really nice to see. So yeah, Libra, if this is somebody that you're currently dating slash getting to know, just know that this is somebody who really likes you. This is somebody who's really invested in you. This is somebody who is not interested in absolutely anybody but you. Now, if this is somebody that you're already in a relationship with, I mean, like I said, this is somebody who definitely puts you and their relationship with you up on a pedestal. This is somebody who can basically see themselves having it all with you. All right, let's see what it is that this person wants. We have the Knight of Pentacles, we got the Knight of Wands, we also have the Queen, not the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, my apologies. And then we also have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we also have the Star. I just got, but I just wish that they would believe me. I just wish that they would believe me. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra, I feel like when it comes down to this person that you've been dating slash getting to know, and you know, this could be somebody that you're already in a committed relationship with, but there's just something about them essentially feeling like you don't believe them when they tell you that they love you, when they tell you that they're serious about you, when they tell you that, you know, they want it all with you. It looks like this person has really been trying to like prove themselves to you. They've been trying to prove to you that they're serious about you, and All they, you know, want is you and this dynamic that they share with you. But for whatever reason, you don't believe them. Hence why they feel like they have to really, really prove themselves to you. You know, I feel like this is your energy, so I want to kind of look into it just to kind of see what's going on. You know, Knight of Pentacles is a very cautious energy. So when it comes onto this person, you've been very cautious. It's the epitome of proceeding forward in something, but with caution. It's the energy of, okay, I'm going to keep proceeding forward in this, but I don't really trust it type of vibe. Okay. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So we have the Nine of Swords, the Six of Wands. So the reason why you're even proceeding forward when it comes down to your relationship with this person, regardless if you're in a relationship with them, you know, or not, the reason why you're proceeding forward is because what it is that you want with them is the exact same thing that they want with you, vice versa, right? So that's kind of why you're proceeding forward in this connection here, but you don't trust it. You don't trust it. And because you don't, and just simply because you don't fully trust it, and them and their intentions towards you, it causes a lot of anxiety for you. It causes a lot of worry, you know, and concern. I'm also getting a lot of like overthinking too. We have the King of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, and then we also have the Seven of Wands. Libra. This is just kind of like reiterating what I just said. You know, I think that the reason why, you know, you're very determined to continue to proceed forward in your relationship with this person has a lot to do with the simple fact that you do, you know, want exactly what it is that they want, you know, with you. I just kind of feel like this journey for you just simply hasn't been, you know, easy, primarily because you don't fully trust the situation and or them. You're very, very guarded within your relationship with this person, and it's because for whatever reason you feel like you have to be guarded here. It's like you believe it's only a matter of time, you know, before this person lets you down, before this person disappoints you, before this person hurts you. So you feel like you kind of have to prepare yourself for impact, you know? And as you're harnessing the energy of, I have to prepare myself for impact. And what I mean by that is I have to prepare myself for this person to hurt me. I have to prepare myself for this person to cheat on me. I have to prepare myself for this person to betray me and deceive me. All the while continuing to remain with them and build with them. That in itself does become very draining and exhausting, you know, over time. You know, I do feel like this relationship has left you feeling very drained and very depleted, because you're constantly harnessing the energy of, I gotta watch my back when it comes onto this one. I gotta be careful when it comes onto this one. I can't allow myself to get too excited when it comes down to this one. I do want to look at the Nine of Swords. You don't feel safe and or secure with this person. You know, I just feel like you've been waiting for the day to come to feel safe and secure with them, and you just don't. You just don't, and it's causing you to feel like you never will, and it also causes you to feel like if you continue to feel this way and remain in this energy of constantly feeling like you have to look over your shoulder and kind of watch your back when it comes onto this one, that you may have to, you know, walk away in the end. And it's because at the end of the day, you're a human being. You can only take so much. Being under this constant state of stress and constantly looking over your shoulder and, you know, today's going to be the day that they're going to hurt me. Today's going to be the day that they're going to disappoint me. It's just super exhausting. And it just feels like straight up torture, you know? So a lot of you feel like if things don't change and you continue to find yourself feeling this way within your relationship with this person, you know, I do see you possibly reaching this point of just simply deciding to call it quits here between you and this person. Now, keep in mind, you are in a twin flame connection, okay? There's always one twin that fears the connection, and then there's that other twin that embraces the connection with all that they have. When it comes down to twin flame connections, there's always a runner and there's always a chaser. In this case, you come off to me as the runner. It's not that you want to be the runner. I just feel like you fear this connection, and because you fear this connection, it prompts you to want to run in the opposite direction. At the end of the day, nobody likes being uncomfortable. Nobody likes being scared. Nobody likes it. So no one's blaming you, right, for like running in the opposite direction of this dynamic or feeling tempted to do so. But because you're in a twin flame connection here between, you and this person, it makes sense as to why you're going through what you're going through with this person. Because there's always one twin that doesn't feel safe. There's always one twin that doesn't feel secure, and then the other twin feels safe, and secure. Now, with all of that being said, I feel like your person is doing everything that they should be doing when it comes down to reassuring you, when it comes down to, really proving themselves, to you. But even then, that doesn't necessarily seem to be enough, Libra, is what I'm getting. Like, even though this person goes out of their way to like reassure you, and make you feel loved, appreciated, wanted, desired, and the list goes on, it just doesn't seem to be enough. It's not, getting rid of this fear that you have. It's not getting rid of this energy of you feeling like you have to like remain extremely guarded with this person because, you never know. I'm gonna be honest with you, Libra. I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? Because this is kind of coming out strongly within your energy. Not necessarily theirs, but definitely yours. It appears to me that the reason why you're going through what you're going through is because deep down inside, you don't really know if you honestly want this as much as you think you do, okay? Don't get me wrong. I do feel like you want this to a certain extent, but I'm definitely getting that the reason why you're kind of experiencing this inner battle is because you want two different things right now. So let's talk about these like two different things that you want right now. So one of those things that you want is them in your relationship with them. But then there's something about, well, I want to do this with my life, and I want to do that, and I want to accomplish this, and I want to accomplish that, and I want to do this, and I want to experience that. So with that being said, you got these two things going on all at once, right? And that's what's kind of creating, I would say, like this inner battle within you, okay? So yeah, the reason why you feel the way that you feel is because you want two different things at once. Now, it could be two different people, because that's definitely a possibility. Maybe there's somebody that you really, really want to be with, but you currently find yourself dealing with this person, and you find yourself kind of feeling, because what it is that you feel like you're not supposed to like be here in this connection. That's kind of what it boils down to. You feel like for whatever reason you're not supposed to be in this dynamic here with this person. You're supposed to be somewhere else, whether it's with someone else or just somewhere else. This could be a simple case of like you wanting to focus on your career, but instead you find yourself dealing with this one over here. You see what I mean? And you might feel like your relationship with this person is pulling you away from what you really want to do, right? Which is focus on your career, your growth, your expansion, things of that nature. So these energies that you're experiencing within your relationship, I feel like it's tricking you in an interesting way, but it's tricking you into thinking, oh man, there's something terribly wrong with this person. I just know it. It doesn't really have anything to do with there being anything terribly wrong with this person in particular. It's an energy of you feeling like, I don't know, like I just don't feel like I'm supposed to really be here with this person, building with this person. Like that's what it is. And it's because you want two different things, there's a part of you that wants them in your relationship with them, but then there's that other part of you that's like, but I just wanted to do this with my life, and I just wanted to do that with my life before I turned around and, settled down and, things of that nature. And that's what's kind of causing you to feel like, man, I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm supposed to be here with this person. I feel like I'm supposed to be somewhere else, you know, like focusing on my education, my career, you know, things of that nature, or with somebody else. I don't know, because that could very well be the case for some of you out there. But yeah, that's what it is. It's not anything wrong with this person in particular. It just has a lot to do with the fact that you need to figure out where you really, really want to be. You're kind of like Donnell Jones, you know? You're trying to figure out where you want to be. And there's nothing wrong, you know? There's nothing wrong with that, you know? Don't get me wrong. I think that when it comes onto this person, Libra, I do feel like this is somebody that you feel a very strong and sense connection with. You know, I do feel like this is, you know, someone that you clearly do want, you know, to build and establish, you know, a life with. But there's other things you also want too. Like focusing on your education, your career, things of that nature. You might feel like you can't really focus on what you need to focus on while being with this person, you know, and that's kind of like, you know, bothering you a bit. But yeah, it's kind of fascinating how this is kind of playing out, because these energies that you're experiencing, I think that it's causing you to come down to the conclusion that, well, the reason why I feel this way has everything to do with this person. Maybe there's something wrong with this person. But what it is that you don't necessarily feel like you're supposed to be here with this person, building with this person. And it's primarily because, you know, secretly there's someone there's somewhere else that you'd rather be, and it could be with another person. I highly doubt it, to be honest. I really don't think it's another person. What I do think, you know, it is more than likely, you know, an energy of you wanting to focus on making your dreams a reality, prioritize making your dreams a reality, not necessarily them and your relationship with them. I feel like the vast majority of you, that's more than likely what it is. As far as it being another person, it's a possibility. I just highly doubt it, is what I'm getting. Highly doubt it. But yeah, you just need to figure out where you really want to be. That's it. That's what it all kind of boils, you know, down to. And that's why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, dude. You know, there's something wrong with this person, though. I will say that. Like, they're very, very serious about you and their relationship, you know, with you. So there's nothing to fear when it comes down to this person. You feel the way that you feel because there's a part of you that feels like, you know what, I really should be doing this with my life instead of focusing on building a life with this person. You know, I really should be getting my degree instead of focusing on them and my relationship with this person. I really should be traveling the world. Like, you see, that's basically what's going on here. And it's causing you to feel like, damn, like, I'm not supposed to be here with this person. You know, I'm supposed to be traveling the world. I'm supposed to be, you know, climbing the corporate ladder right now. I'm supposed to be making my dreams a reality. And that's what's causing you to feel like, oh, I'm not supposed to be here with this person. I'm not supposed to be here with this person. Like, there has to be something wrong with them. But it's because there's a part of you that feels like there's somewhere else you should be. There's something else you should be doing instead of focusing on them and your relationship with them. So hopefully that kind of like makes, you know, that hopefully that brings some clarity to you to, you know, help you get a better understanding of what's going on within you internally. All right. So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Gemini, let's see who's coming towards you and what do they want. Who's coming towards Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay, Gemini, let's see what's going on. So we do have the Nine of Swords. We do have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Okay, we have the King of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. Then we have the Magician. In regards to who's coming towards you, whoever this person is, it's somebody who's been very in and out of your life, but it's also somebody who has a very like hard time staying away from you. This person has definitely been thinking about you excessively. It's like this person's constantly being haunted by the thought of you is what I'm gathering. So this person, you know, more than likely finds themselves, you know, having dreams about you, you know, hearing your name a lot. You know, they could find themselves stumbling across a lot of things that remind them of you, you know, things of that nature. I feel like the primary reason why they're having a very difficult time staying away from you is because they're still holding on to what was, but they're also still very attached to what they want with you and what they want to manifest and create with you into fruition, which is a happily ever after. Okay, this person could be a fire sign strongly, so an Aries, Leo, Sag, possibly a Capricorn, maybe even a Gemini like yourself. What does this person want? What does this person want? You know, what just came to my mind when I saw the Page of Cups, the Ten of Swords is, look, I know you probably don't want to talk to me right now. It just kind of looks like things ended pretty badly here between the two of you. They're definitely under the impression that you don't really want to talk to them. But yeah, I just see this person, you know, contacting you, Gemini, and I keep getting, look, I know I'm like the last person that you want to hear from right now. Look, I know you probably don't want to talk to me, but look, I just want to tell you that, you know, I'm sorry. This person is also going to tell you, Gemini, that they will love nothing more for the two of you to start over with one another and try to do things differently, you know, this time around, in hopes that the two of you get a different, you know, outcome this time around. I just kind of feel like it's very hard, you know, for this person to give up on you and what it is that they want, you know, with you. They're just very attached, man, to you and the life that they can see themselves having with you. I feel like this is somebody who's extremely convinced that you're their person, you know, like you're the person that they can see themselves getting married to. You're the person that they can see themselves spending the rest of their life with. You're the person that they can see themselves starting a family with. And you know, when it comes down to just attaching themselves, you know, when it comes down to like you and what they deep down inside still want with you, it's a very challenging and difficult thing for this person to do. I do want to look a little bit more into the Page of Cups, though. Tell me more about the Page of Cups. Okay, so we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so you're receiving communication from this person, but you're receiving communication from this person from afar. So they're going to text you and or call you and or email you. I think that you obviously are going to know right away why this person's contacting you. And it's because they basically want back in. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Moon. We do have the Three of Swords. We also have the Page of Swords. Wow. And then we also have the Empress out here. A lot of you feel like it's not a good idea to see this person, let alone speak to this person. A lot of you feel like if you were to speak to this person or see this person ever again, it's going to bring up some old stuff back up to the surface that right now you don't want to face and or acknowledge. It appears to me that you're still kind of working on grieving, you know, the loss of them and what you once upon a time had with them. And you just kind of feel like if you were to see them again or even speak to them again, you know, it's just going to kind of set you back on this healing journey that you've been on since this dynamic between the two of you, you know, came to an end. So when this person does contact you, because they will, that's kind of, you know, besides the point. Okay. I just don't see you responding back to them whatsoever, but it's stemming from a place of you just kind of wanting to like do what you feel as though is best for you and having a conversation with them, let alone even seeing them. You just kind of feel like it's just going to set you back. I feel like this relationship in some way, shape, or form has set you back quite a bit, and you just don't want it to continue to, you know, set you back anymore. Tell me more about the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. This person, I can't emphasize this enough. They just know that you're the one. You know what I mean? They just know. But they also know that they haven't really been showing up in the ways that you've been wanting them to show up. And it looks like you have given this person many chances, you know, to, you know, get it right. And it just kind of looks like they just continue to self-sabotage this dynamic here between the two of you time and time again. So with that being said, even though this person has made many poor decisions within their relationship with you and self-sabotage this relationship with you, you know, many, many times, they just kind of want to take this opportunity to really prove themselves, you know, to you is what I'm gathering. I just think that this person kind of fears that you may not be willing to like allow them to prove themselves to you this time around, because it kind of looks like, you know, again, you gave them many times to prove themselves to you, and it kind of looks like they just kept disappointing you left and right. So they do kind of fear that this may have been like the straw that kind of broke the camel's back for you. So, you know, in their head, it's like there's only one way to find out. You know what I mean? If, you know, Gemini's willing to give me another chance. So with that being said, they're going to ask for one. And if you turn around and tell them no, I think that this person's going to understand why you would turn around and tell them no, because it's not like this is the first time this person has done something to disappoint you. They've disappointed you many times. But if you do turn around and, you know, decide to tell this person, you know, no, that's it, I'm done. I just don't even see them allowing you to even be done with them. It's not like this person's going to turn around and be like, you know what, Gemini, I respect how you feel. I respect that you don't want anything to do with me. I get it. You know what? I messed up so many times. I understand that. Like, I don't see them giving you the chance or the opportunity to walk away from them and what you guys once upon a time had with one another. All right. So just be prepared for that. Okay. Because they're not going to take no for an answer, in other words. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye. Hello, Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Aries, we're going to see who's coming towards you and what do they want. So, with all that being said, Aries, let's get started. Who's coming towards Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus? Who's coming towards Aries, Sun, Rising, and Venus? Okay, let's see, Aries. All right, so we do have the Five of Swords. We do have the King of Swords, and then we also have the Nine of Swords, and then we also have the Six of Swords out here. All right, Aries, in regards to this person that's coming towards you, here's the thing. I feel like they want to come towards you. I just kind of feel like they're trying their hardest not to, okay? And it's very interesting because I think this is like kind of like the first time, not the first time, I'm pretty sure I've gotten this before. It's just not coming to my mind right now. But, you know, one thing I will say about this person is that this person knows that they've caused a lot of dysfunction and stress and chaos, you know, into your life. And because of that, you know, it's like this person feels like, you know what, I have to stay away from Aries. I don't want to stay away from them. I just feel like I have to. And it's because this person knows, you know, that they brought a lot of chaos and dysfunction into your life. And, you know, you don't deserve that. So they are trying their hardest, I will say, to stay away from you, even though deep down inside, they really don't want to. Okay. Now, I do want to see what it is that this person wants. And I also want to see if in the event this person does plan on taking action in your direction at a later date. So let's aim for like the next 7 days, okay, after you watch this reading. What does this person want? Ooh, okay. What does this person want? Okay. Well, it looks like this person wants you and what they once upon a time had with you back in their life. It kind of also looks like this person still has that fight within them to keep fighting, you know what I mean, for you, and, you know, what they once upon a time had with you is concerned. Now, we do have the Knight of Wands, and then we also have the Page of Wands. I feel like there's times where this person, you know, finds themselves, you know, wishing that you would call them, wishing that you would text them. I'm getting also too that when this person gets like, you know, a notification on their phone, they're really hoping that, you know, it's a text from you or a phone call from you or an email from you. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Five of Wands, and then we also have the Death card, and then we also have the Four of Swords. Oh man, with the Four of Cups, and then we also have the Five of Cups, and then we also have the Three of Cups to the Ace of Cups. Okay. Here's the thing. There's a lot of resistance when it comes down to allowing this dynamic between the two of you to officially come to an end. And it's primarily because they don't want it to come to an end is what I'm getting. But I see them trying their hardest to just accept the fact that, okay, you know what? I'm not good for Aries. I need to stay away from them. I need to leave them alone. Like, I just need to accept the fact that it's over, okay? You know, but it's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of like easier said than done. You know what I mean? It really, really is. We have the 4 of Cups to the 5 of Cups to the 3 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. Aries, I don't know if you told this person, because there's something that you said to this person. I don't know if you said this to this person, you know, the moment this relationship came to an end, or you said it prior, or what the case may be, but there's something that you said to this person that really did hit them, and it really did hit them hard. And I do see them, you know, trying to, you know, respect, right, how you feel. But there's something along the lines of you telling them that they're just not the one for you, or that they're never gonna be the one for you. There is something along, like, you know, those lines. I don't know if you told this person, you know, I deserve, you know, X, Y, and Z, and you're just simply not that for me. You know, I don't know. You said something, you basically made this person feel in some way, shape, and or form that they're just simply not the one for you, okay? And I do feel like that's something that really did hit them, and it really did hit them hard. With the Ace of Cups to the 3 of Cups coming out here, man, I wish I knew exactly what it is that you said to this person, because, man, whatever it is that you said to this person is something that they just keep replaying over and over and over and over and over again. I just feel like this person wanted to be the one for you, and they know deep down inside that they just simply couldn't, you know, be the one, you know, for you. And they do have a lot of regret. I'm gonna be honest, they do have a lot of regret when it comes down to like certain things that they've, you know, said to you and put you through, and they understand like what would lead you to say, like, you know, you're just never gonna be the one for me. You're just never gonna show up and be the man that I need you to be, or the woman that I need you to be. Like, they know that they play a massive role in why you felt that way. It has a lot to do with their actions. It has a lot to do with their behavior, and it does have a lot to do with the way that they showed up in this dynamic that they, you know, once upon a time had with you. But it did definitely hurt them. I will say that. To like hear you tell them, you're just never going to be the one for me, and you're just never going to be the man that I need you to be, or the woman that, you know, I need you to be. And, you know, I deserve to have a man like this, and I deserve to have a woman like that, you know? And I do see this person trying to like respect the fact that, okay, like Aries has already, you know, they've already made it clear to me that I'm never going to be the man of their dreams. I'm never going to be the woman of their dreams. I just need to accept that, and I just need to move on with my life already, and just allow them to go be with the man of their dreams and be with the woman of their dreams. But that's a very hard pill for this person to swallow, because I am definitely getting that they really did want to be the man or the woman of your dreams. And they understand, you know, that they made, you know, their poor decisions. They understand that, you know, they fucked up here and there. It just kills them to know, you know what I mean, that they just couldn't step up to the plate, you know what I mean, and be who you need them to be. And they do definitely blame themselves because of it. Don't get me wrong. They do definitely blame themselves. Because you know, of everything that they put you through. They understand like why you would feel that way, but there's a part of them that feels like, man, but I really did try though. I really did try to be the man of their dreams. I really did try to be the woman of their dreams. Like, I know I fucked up, and I know I did this, and I know I did that, but I tried, but I really, really did try, you know? Like, it's like this person feels like they just have to let you go and allow you to find the man of your dreams or the woman of your dreams. I just kind of feel like this person is just sad, honestly, just sad, and very disappointed, I would say, like in the outcome of this entire situation, and just, you know, disappointed within themselves too, because they played a massive role in why you felt this way. Like, you know, like they did play a massive role in why you felt like they weren't the one for you, or that they were never going to be the one for you, and how you don't deserve this and how you don't deserve that, and, you know, things of that nature. But it just kind of looks like they're just trying, man, their hardest to just stay away. But but it does kill them to stay away. What can Aries expect from this person within the next 7 days? Yeah, the Page of Pentacles to the Emperor. We also have the Ace of Pentacles, and then we also have the Three of Wands. Oh man, this person is definitely keeping tabs on you in some way, shape, and or form. This person sees you bouncing back very, very quickly. And it kind of looks like this person's still struggling, I would say, to like, you know, bounce back from this ending that took place here between the two of you. You know, I am definitely getting that this person has been trying their hardest to keep themselves extremely busy / occupied with, you know, work and, you know, things of that nature, just to, you know, escape the thought of you and what they once upon a time had with you is concerned. But yeah, they're kind of taking a while, I would say, to like bounce back, you know, from this ending here. But when this person looks at you, they're just like, wow. Wow, look at Aries. Wow, look, they're doing so good. Oh, wow, look, they're happy. Oh, wow, look, they're traveling. Oh, wow, look, they're doing this. Oh, wow, look, they just bought this. And oh, wow, look, they just bought that. And, you know, oh, wow, look, like, they're doing so great without me. Wow, this is great. This is wonderful, you know? Like, meanwhile, they're over here, like, holding on by a thread. You know what I mean? Because they're struggling when it comes down to this ending that took place here between the two of you. Okay, so as far as like the next 7 days is concerned, you know, I don't see this person, you know, contacting you. You know, it's interesting, Aries, is that I feel like when this person like spies on you, because let's just call it that. Let's just say it like that. When this person spies on you, it just kind of makes the whole like moving forward and moving on process even more challenging and even more difficult. You know what I mean? It really, really does. It doesn't make them feel better. You know, I mean, to see you out here, you know, traveling, you know, doing this and doing that and just kind of, you know, out here killing it. You know what I mean? It's like, it does hurt them. Because, you know, here you are thriving and as happy as could possibly be, you know, here they are sad, you know, and struggling to like forget about you and move forward and move on with their life and focus on themselves and their goals and, you know, things of that nature. Okay. So it kind of looks like in the next 7 days, you know, you won't be hearing, you know, from this person. And I'm getting that, you know, for the vast majority of you, you really don't even want to hear from this person. It kind of looks like all you really want to do is just focus on you and your career or your business if you have one, and, you know, your future, as well as your children if you have any, or your child if you have one. That's pretty much all you want to do is focus on you and, you know, your family and your future. Other than that, it kind of looks like you don't really want to make time, space, or room for anything else. And that does definitely include this person. Okay, so that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye. Hello, Leo, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Leo, today we're going to see who's coming towards you, but we're also going to see what it is that they want. So, let's get into it. Who is coming towards Leo? Sun, Rising, and Venus. Okay, Leo, let's see. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. We do have the Four of Cups, so the Page of Wands. We also have the Ten of Cups out here. Okay, the Chariot. And then we also have the Queen of Cups out here. Now keep in mind, this could be a fairly new person that we're referring to, or this could even be somebody that you already have a lot of history with, but there is somebody here that I do see pining after you. Now it's kind of hard to tell though if this is like a new person or like someone that you already have history with, but I do see this person kind of like perceiving you as somebody who is, you know, currently currently playing hard to get. I am definitely getting that. It's like this person feels like they have to try like extra hard to like get you back. If this is somebody who already has a lot of history with you, if this is like a new person, it's like they feel like they have to try extra hard just to get you to give them the time in the day, is what I'm gathering. You know, I do feel like at times this person tends to question, like, man, like, does Leo even want me back at this point? Because like I'm trying over here, you know what I mean? Like I'm really trying to get them back, and it's like all they're really doing is like, you know, making me feel like they don't want me back. All they're doing is making me feel like they just don't want this with me anymore. But if this is like somebody new, like I do feel like there are times where this person finds themselves feeling like, man, like, are they even like into me, you know, or not? Because like they're kind of starting to make me feel like they're not that into me, you know? Like I'm trying over here, like I'm really trying to build a relationship with them, I'm really trying to get to know them, but man, it's like, I don't know, like I just feel like they're giving me the impression that they're just not that into me. Like, you know, which one is it? You know, I feel like there's times where you kind of give them the impression that you're like interested in them, and there's kind of times where you give them the impression that, you know, you're not. And I feel like what causes them to feel this way has a lot to do with communication. So if this is somebody new, you may not be consistent when it comes down to like your communication with them. And that could very well be causing them to feel like, oh, maybe they're just not that into me. I mean, who takes like 24 hours to like text a person back? Like there's just no way that they're interested in me. Now, if this is somebody who's clearly trying to get back with you, you take them forever and a day, honey, to like get back to them. It's causing them to feel like, damn, like, do they even freaking want me? Like, do they want to work this out, or do they not want to work this out? Like, cause come on, like, why is it taking them so long to text me back? You know, it's like they have better things to do. It's like you're giving them the impression that you have better things to do than to like sit up here and text them back and forth, you know? Okay. What does this person want? If this is someone from your past that has been trying to fix things with you, repair things with you, get back with you, pick up where they left off with you, there's gonna come a point in time where they're gonna start to fall into this energy of, you know what, screw this. Like, they clearly don't want to fix things with me. They clearly don't want to repair things with me. Like, you know what, that's it. Like, I'm freaking done. Like, I'm not gonna keep investing all this time and energy towards trying to get them back when they're making it abundantly clear to me that they want nothing to do with me. Now, mind you, okay, this moment, you know, of them just like deciding to, you know, throw their hands up and just simply give up, you know, it is stemming from, you know, a place of them feeling like, you know what, like, they just don't even want me. It is what it is. Like, they don't even want me. It is what it is. I kind of see them kind of like playing it off like, you know what, I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't even care. The reality of the situation is that they do care a whole lot. This rejection from you, it really, really does hurt. It does, because, you know, they're trying, you know, and the fact that you're just like not really feeding into this entire situation anymore, it's kind of hurting them, okay, especially their ego, okay? Now, if this is somebody new that is trying to get to know you and trying to pursue you, and, you know, a relationship with you is concerned, you know, it's starting to kind of get to that point, Leo, where they feel like they're going above and beyond to really build a relationship with you, and you're just not reciprocating that back to them in return. And that really does like hurt this person's feelings, because you are somebody that they really, really do like. And the fact that you're just like, I got better things to do, you know, I don't know, maybe you do have better things to do, I don't know. It just kind of hurts their feelings, you know, because they feel like, damn, like, here I am, like, trying to get to know Leo. You know, here I am putting all this time and energy and effort, you know, towards building a relationship with Leo, and they're just not even reciprocating that back to me. Like, what the heck? Like, so I do feel like there's going to come a point in time where this person is going to just flat out just decide to just give up, and not continue to try, you know, to build a relationship with you, because you're giving them the impression that you're just not that into them. Here's the thing, and this message goes for those of you where this has everything to do with someone from your past, as well as, you know, somebody brand new. when this person does decide to throw their hands up and give up because you're giving them the impression you don't want to work things out with them, or you're giving them the impression that you're just not that into them, what this person's really hoping for is that you'll turn around and chase them. Here's the thing. I don't see you turning around and I just don't see you turning around and deciding to chase them, regardless if this is someone from your past or if this is someone, you know, brand new that we're talking about here. Okay. I don't see you turning around and chasing them. And I think that that's going to be, you know, the moment where their ego is going to kind of shatter on them just a little bit, because this is like a massive blow for sure, to their ego and to the chest is what I'm gathering. Okay. So with that being said, I do see this cycle between the two of you definitely closing out, regardless if this is somebody new, Leo, or someone that you already have a lot of history with. If this is somebody that you have a lot of history with and you're deciding to, like, you know, not do this all over again, I just kind of feel like it's because they gave you many reasons to not do this again. I just kind of feel like you just simply don't care anymore. So this is kind of why this person is experiencing this rejection from you. If this is like a new person that's clearly trying to pursue you in a relationship with you and get to know you, you know what I mean? It does appear to me that the reason why you're not really pouring into this entire situation is because you're just not that into them. I just feel like there's someone in particular that you're far more interested in than this individual. And I do feel like it's gonna, like, you know, hurt this person to experience this rejection, you know, from you. I am definitely getting that. But it kind of looks like eventually they will give up. And when they do, they're really hoping that, you know, you'll just come running back to them full throttle. But I just don't, you know, see that happening. Yeah, there we go. It's like they're really hoping that if they switch up on you that you'll come running back to them, but I just don't see you doing that. And it is going to shatter this person's ego, you know, unfortunately. Okay, so with that being said, that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye. Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading, So Sag. Today we're going to see who's coming towards you, but we're also going to look into what it is that they want. So with all that being said, Sag, let's get started. Who's coming towards Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? Okay. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 9 of Swords. Okay. Got the 8 of Wands, to the 7 of Wands. And then we also have the Page of Swords. Somebody has a very, very difficult time practicing the whole out of sight, out of mind when it comes down to you. You definitely have a little bit of a stalker on your hands, my friend, is what I'm gathering. I just kind of feel like this person can't help but to fall into this energy of curiosity. Like, I wonder what Sag is doing. I wonder what Sagittarius is up to. I wonder if they're happy without me. I wonder, you know, if they're sad without me. I wonder if they're doing good without me. I wonder if they're doing bad without me. Like, it has that type of feel. I feel like every time this person, yeah, I feel like every time this person falls into this energy of curiosity and they, you know, decide to go on your Instagram or your Facebook or your Twitter or whatever the heck else is out there, it's like they instantly find themselves immediately regretting it. Like, oh man, like, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? I think that this person can clearly see that you're doing 10 times better without them in your life versus with them in your life. And that's a hard pill, okay, for this person to swallow. I also feel like this person can clearly see that you're a lot more happier without this person, you know, in your life, which is a massive blow for sure, to the chest. Now, this person, technically speaking, they are coming towards you. I just don't see them, like, you know, like extending themselves to you or anything like that. They are coming towards you in the sense where, you know, they're coming towards your Instagram account. They're coming towards your Facebook account, your Snapchat, whatever else is out there. But do I see this person like contacting you? No, I don't see this person contacting you. I just kind of see this person keeping tabs on you. Okay, we'll see though. We'll see if this person actually does contact you, but what does this human want? What does this person want? Okay, Okay, let's see. We have the Two of Swords to the Knight of Cups. We also have the Three of Pentacles to the Knight of Pentacles. And then we also have the Six of Cups. These are phases that they're going through, which I do want to look at the Knight of Cups out here. Right now, not only do we see this person keeping tabs, you know, on you, and it kind of looks like they don't like what they see, because they see you doing good. They see you extremely happy. They see you thriving in life. And I don't feel like they're too happy about it. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this person was really hoping that, as honest as I can be here, okay? I feel like this person was really hoping that, you know, after this dynamic between the two of you went south, that you would hit like a massive state of depression, that you know, that you would turn around and like fall on your face and things of that nature. And it kind of looks like that's not happening, okay? So I think it's safe to say that this person does have some anger and resentment towards you. Why? I don't know, but they do, because I mean, that's kind of sad that this person wanted to see you, hit rock bottom. It's kind of sad this person wanted to see you fall on your face. It's kind of sad this person wanted to see you, you know, just not doing so well, you know, without them. So there's some anger and resentment there for sure. But we do have the Two of Swords out here. I feel like this person is, you know, trying their hardest to just like stay away from you, not call you and not text you. But we do see this person caving in. And deciding to extend themselves to you. So let's see what's going on there, shall we? Wait a minute. Tell me more about the Two of Swords. Okay. So this person has definitely been fighting the urge, right, to run after you, to call you, to text you, things of that nature. They've been fighting that urge, okay? But we do see them caving in with that Knight of Cups energy, okay? Three of Cups, Hierophant energy, and then we also have the, so this person's deciding, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to call Sag. I'm just going to text Sag. Screw it. And we do see this person doing just that. I'm very curious to see your response and your reaction. So let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. I don't think that you're going to be shocked or surprised by this text, phone call, email, whatever have you that you're about to receive from this person. It's as if you knew that this would eventually happen here. Okay, tell me more about the Three of Cups. I mean, not the Three of Cups, the Six of Cups. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. Ooh, okay, so you and this person are not on the same page, okay? I think that we all kind of know why this person's back, and it has a lot to do with them wanting to get back with you. And I think that they're going to make that abundantly clear to you, that they want to get back with you. They don't want to throw away, you know, this relationship that, you know, they once upon a time had with you, and or say goodbye to it for good. So we see this person coming back, okay, and telling you exactly what it is that, you know, they want. The thing is that you guys are not on the same page. They want you back, but it kind of looks like you don't want them back. But it's kind of stemming from a place of you not wanting to go back to what you once upon a time had with this person, because all it did was bring a lot of pain and suffering and lack and stagnancy into your life. It looks like you brought a lot of good into their life, but they brought a lot of bad into your life. It's like you brought growth, expansion, abundance, stability, all of that good stuff in their life. And it kind of looks like they brought nothing but dysfunction, instability, stagnancy, lack, pain, disappointment into your life. It's like you were like this person's good luck charm, basically. Unfortunately, you know, we can't really say the same, because it kind of looks like this person brought a lot of bad into your life. But yeah, Sag, it just kind of looks like you refuse to go back to this dynamic, and it's stemming from a place of, well, I just don't want to suffer anymore. I just don't want to get disappointed anymore. I just don't want to get lied to anymore. I just don't want to get manipulated anymore or gaslit anymore. it just kind of looks like you didn't really enjoy the life that you had with this person. You just don't want to go back to living a life of being hurt, being disappointed, experiencing stagnancy. You don't want to do that. You know what's fascinating, Sag, is that the moment, because according to them, because I'm going based off of according to them and what they're witnessing, right? So according to them, you know, they feel like you're 10 times happier without them. According to them, they feel like you're doing 10 times better without them. According to them, you know, they're looking at you like life is just treating you very, very well, even though it's not treating them very, very well. I find that to be very interesting because I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like in a way, like this person was kind of like blocking your blessings. And it's like the moment you remove this person out of your life, you started receiving like the blessings the universe, you know, has been wanting to like give to you for quite some time now. But it's like the universe couldn't turn around and bless you because this person was in the way, is what I'm getting. They were blocking you from your blessing. Hence why you were experiencing like, you know, a life of like stagnancy and lack of growth and expansion, you know, things of that nature. Yeah. It's interesting though, because I feel like now that you're not in this person's life, it's like everything's kind of like going south. But I feel like it's because they don't have their good luck charm around anymore. You know what I mean? And you were truly that. You truly were that. I just, unfortunately, I just can't say the same, you know, like I don't feel like they were your good luck charm, like whatsoever. Like I feel like you were their blessing and they were your curse. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm getting. So unfortunately for this person, I don't see this person being able to like get you back. And, you know, listen, I'm sure you have your reasons as to why you don't want to revisit this. We've kind of like discussed a few reasons why you don't want to revisit this, but unfortunately for them, I just don't see this person being able to get their good luck charm back. All right. So with that being said, that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Hello, Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Scorpio, today we're going to see who's coming towards you, but we're also going to see what it is that they want. So, with all that being said, Scorpio, let's get started. Who's coming towards Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, let's see, Scorpio. So we do have the Knight of Pentacles, which I want to look a little bit more into that. We also have the Temperance card to the Eight of Pentacles, and then we also have the Seven of Pentacles to the Four of Wands. Whoever this person is that's coming towards you, it's somebody that's been wanting to come towards you for quite some time now. I just want to see, like, I guess, like, what took this person so long to, like, call you and or text you, or what's been keeping this person, in other words, at bay. But I am definitely getting that it's definitely somebody that was a part of your life, you know, for quite some time. So this is somebody that you could have been in a relationship with for years. Or this could be somebody that you were, you know, trying to build a relationship with, you know, in the past. That's definitely a possibility. It doesn't necessarily mean that it ever reached higher levels of commitment. All we do know for sure is that this is somebody who was a part of your life for quite some time. So possibly, you know, a few years, okay? Or maybe even a couple of years, but let's look a little bit more into this Knight of Pentacles energy. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. All right, so we do have the Two of Swords. We also have the Fool with the Lovers, and then we also have the Six of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, in regards to what took this person so long when it comes down to resurfacing back up here for you is concerned, it has a lot to do with the fact that they were waiting to see if you would run after them. They were waiting to see if, you know, you would end up calling them and or texting them, and it kind of looks like that never happened. I do feel like this person kind of like felt like there was like a possibility that you would never call them or text them or run after them. I just kind of feel like this person was just pure hoping, you know what I mean? That you would call them, that you would text them. Okay. But it looks like you never did. All right. Now let's see. What does this person want? What does this person want? Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. Okay, we'll see how this plays out. With the King of Cups, we also have the Knight of Cups, and then we also have the Two of Wands. You know, it's interesting because I just kind of see this person resurfacing back up here for you. And it's just the way that this person's going about it that I find to be very interesting. It's like they're making it seem like, hey, Scorpio, listen, I'm just calling you because, you know, I just wanted you to know, you know, that I'm really, really sorry, okay? Like, I feel like I had to get that off my chest to you, okay? I feel like there's far more that this person wants. I just don't feel like they're gonna make it seem that way initially at first. And I feel like it's because they want to like avoid getting rejected by you. So instead of them like resurfacing back up here for you and telling you like the real reason why they're back, it's like they're gonna choose to go like a whole different route and make it seem like, hey, like I'm just calling you because, you know, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I don't think you care. Can we start there? I don't think that you care. I feel like this person's gonna be met with this energy from you. You know, the Queen of Swords is somebody who can be very, very cold. Okay, very, very cold. When this person does, you know, apologize to you, I just kind of see you, you know, just kind of like giving them the cold shoulder, possibly even the silent treatment, to be honest, okay? The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. We do have the Four of Pentacles. We also have the Justice card. And then we also have the Ten of Swords. So because you're turning around and being very ice cold towards them, or even going as far as to give them the cold shoulder / you know, silent treatment, it's causing this person to fall into this energy of, should I tell them like the real reason why I'm calling them, or should I just not even bother at this point? They're trying to avoid getting rejected by you. That's what it is. Like, they don't want to tell you like, hey, Scorpio, like I really do miss you and I really do want to fix this and I really do want to make this right, just so that way you can be like, whoop-de-doo, too bad, too sad. No, that's not what we're going to do here, you know, and then they're left getting, you know, obviously rejected by you. They just don't want to give you that type of like satisfaction is what I'm getting. I mean, it's already hurting them that you're deciding to like, you know, give them the cold shoulder / silent treatment. It's already hurting them, but they kind of feel like, man, like if they tell you the real reason why they're back, you're going to end up probably wanting nothing to do with them. You're going to probably end up, you know, wanting to send this person right back to where, you know, they came from, and they just don't want to give you that type of satisfaction. They just don't. Okay. What else can you tell me? We have the Four of Cups. We have the Judgment card to the, you know, it's one of those situations, homie, where it's like, speak now or forever hold your peace at this point. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like at that point, you know, it's kind of getting to this point where it's like, it's either they're going to tell you the real reason why they're back, okay, or they're not, you know what I mean? But all we kind of see this person doing is, you know, trying to like avoid, you know, you turning around and instantly rejecting them. They just don't want to give you that type of satisfaction to turn around and slam the door in their face, or just simply turn around and tell them, no, absolutely, we'll never get back. Like, they just don't want to give you that type of satisfaction. But at the same exact time, they're just like, but what if? Like, what if they don't do that? Like, what if they do want everything to do with me? Then what? You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, dude. It's like, speak now or forever hold your peace at this point. You know, it just kind of looks like this person, after they extend themselves to you and they get this ice coldness coming from you, it's just going to cause this person to fall into this energy of like, man, like, should I like tell them that I miss them? Should I tell them that I want to get back with them? Should I tell them that I want to fix this? Like, or should I not at this point? Well, there's only one way to find out. Okay, there's only one way to find out, and I feel like that does kind of like require this person to just be honest and transparent with you. If you turn around and tell them, nope, that's it, I want nothing to do with you, then it is what it is, you know? But I do want to look at the Queen of Swords. We have the Nine of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. Scorpio, I feel like you're extremely happy. You're extremely happy that you're not with this person anymore and going through the things that this person was constantly putting you through. This feels like you were experiencing hell on earth with this one over here. It's kind of what I'm getting. And I just kind of feel like you're extremely happy, man, that you're not going through the stuff that this person was constantly putting you through anymore. You know, I feel like your peace of mind has finally been restored. Yeah, because it looks like you didn't even have any sort of peace of mind dealing with this person. So, I mean, the likelihood, right? The likelihood of you wanting to give this person another chance, it's kind of looking at it's kind of looking like an all-time, you know, it's like at an all-time low is kind of what I'm getting. Because you do not want to go back to living life the way that you were living it with this individual in your life. It just brought too much stress and stagnancy and, you know, lack and chaos and dysfunction into your life. And now this person's not in your life, man. I feel like, oh man, it's like you feel you could breathe again. It's as if you feel you can think clearly again. You know what I mean? I feel like your perception of this person has drastically changed, and it didn't drastically change for the better. It drastically changed for the worse. I think that you started to quickly realize that this person's just not good for you. And I think that you held on for as long as you did because you were really hoping that one day they'll eventually be good for you, but it kind of looks like that day never came, and you had to do what you had to do. You had to cut this person out of your life. So with that being said, let's see what you could expect from this person within the next 7 days. What can my Scorpios expect from this person within the next 7 days? Within the next 7 days, this person will contact you, okay? I am definitely getting that. They'll eventually cave in and contact you. Do I think that they're going to end up getting the outcome that they want? More than likely not. Yeah, more than likely they won't. And, you know, the situation is going to make them feel like, man, I wish I would have never contacted them. I wish I would have never called Scorpio or texted Scorpio if I knew that they were going to turn around and reject me, you know? I am getting that. But needless to say, they will be contacting you within the next 7 days, wanting another chance, okay? So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Cancer, we're going to see who's coming towards you, but we're also going to see what it is that they want. So, with all that being said, let's get started. Who's coming towards Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. We got the Judgment card. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay. And then we also have the Eight of Wands. Whoever this person is that's coming towards you, it's definitely somebody that I do believe you blocked, or at least made sure that this person has like zero access to you. So maybe you changed your number. That's a possibility too. But you either changed your number or you blocked this person. Or you went as far as to like tell this person like, hey, okay, please don't ever in your life contact me ever again, okay? So you either did one of those 3 things that I basically mentioned, but we do have the Eight of Wands, okay? And then we also have the Nine of Swords, so Judgment card. So I do see this person contacting you. If you block this person, you know, I do see this person finding another way to contact you. If you changed your number, I do see them finding another way to contact you. If you told this person, hey, don't ever call me again in your life, please and thank you, I do see this person going against your wishes, okay? This person just feels like you guys need to talk. About what? I don't know. But let's look at the Nine of Swords. Ooh. We have the Nine of Wands. Interesting. We have the King of Swords, and then we also have the Devil. Huh. The bottom of the deck, We got the King of Pentacles. This person is very, very worried and concerned about something. What are they worried and concerned about? I feel like it has a lot to do with this right here. Okay. I feel like this person's very worried and very concerned that you're going to find somebody else. I feel like this person's very worried and concerned that you're going to turn around and find somebody better than them. And if in the event you do turn around and find someone better, you know, than them, they fear that they'll never see you again. They fear that they'll never have you again. I feel like this person has been having dreams, like very vivid dreams about like you and another man, or you and like another woman. I am definitely getting that. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that. It's like they feel like they have to talk to you, man. It's like they feel like they have to talk to you because they feel like, I don't know, man. It's like they feel like it's only a matter of time, man, before like somebody better comes along and takes you away from them, and they just can't let that happen. Okay. Okay. So they're basically trying to prevent you from moving on with your life and finding someone better than them, because they feel like you could do better than them. That's kind of like besides the point. By the way, for those of you who don't know this, when this person was with you, they felt very less than. They felt very inadequate is what I'm gathering. So the fact that I guess it's done and over with between you and this person, you currently find yourself as single as a Pringle, honey, but very, very focused on you right now, which is something that I really do love. They just can't, man. They just can't help but to feel like, yo, like if I don't get up and, you know, take action in Cancer's direction, you know, it's only a matter of time, you know, before somebody else comes along. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. What does this person want? We have the Six of Pentacles. We do have the Justice card. We also have the Two of Pentacles to the Four of Swords. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Swords, and then we also have the Queen of Swords. So when this person does extend themselves to you, because they will find a way. It doesn't matter if you block this person at this point or changed your number at this point, or disappeared from the face of the earth at this point. This person will find a way, okay, to get into contact with you, because I am definitely getting that. Now, when this person does extend themselves to you, I do see you being open and receptive towards having a conversation with them. I will say that. I don't see you against having a conversation with them. I'm very curious to look a little bit more into this conversation that you're about to have with this person. I just kind of see this person owning up to a lot of things. Like, you know, like, I shouldn't have done this, Cancer, and I shouldn't have done that, and I should have treated you better, and you know, I should have respected you, and you know, I don't even know what I was thinking, and you know, things of that nature. I just see this person owning up to a lot of things and apologizing for a lot of things. Let's look at the Queen of Swords to the Ace of Swords. Tell me more about the Queen of Swords. Whew. It's just the way that you're going about this conversation, Cancer, that's going to end up leaving this person extremely hurt and devastated. Let's talk about it. I do see you accepting this person's apology. I do see you, you know, going as far as to like, you know, thank this person for, you know, apologizing to you and like owning up to like the role that they basically played in all of this, and, you know, things of that nature. This is kind of like, man, this is kind of like the epitome of like, I accept your apology. I forgive you. And, you know, thank you. Thank you for, you know, calling me and apologizing to me. And, you know, thank you for finally owning up to everything you put me through. Thank you. You know, thank you. Anyways, I gotta go now, but, you know, I wish you nothing but the best, okay? Like, it's just the way you're going about this conversation that's gonna leave them extremely hurt. Because it's going to cause them to feel like, damn, like they're really done with me. Like they're really, really freaking done with me. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Page of Pentacles. We do have the Five of Wands. And then we also have the Knight of Wands, and then we also have the Three of Swords to the Knight of Swords. Cancer, as blunt as I can be, okay? I think that this person knows that you could do better than them. I just don't think that this person wants you to do better than them. They selfishly want you to themselves, is what it is. So when this conversation plays out the way that it plays out, because you're going to give this person the impression that you're not really trying, okay, to like get back with them. Like you're going to give them that impression strongly, okay? I think that it's going to leave them hurt, and I think that it's going to leave them, you know, extremely disappointed, okay? Now, one thing that I am definitely getting is them wanting to have another conversation with you. But this to me feels more so like along the lines of, so you're really done with me? Like you're really done? Like you're really moving on with your life, right? Like that's what we're doing. Like we're gonna move on, right? Like I feel like this person goes from being like very, very calm to then very disappointed to then very pissed. You know what I mean? Calm in the sense where when they're extending themselves to you, like they're going to be very calm, they're going to be very apologetic, and because of the way that you're going about this connection and the impression that you're giving them that you don't really want anything to do with them, that's when they're going to get very sad. That's when they're going to get very disappointed, and then that's when anger starts to come up to the surface. So you're going to so like, let me get this straight. So like, you're done with me, right? Like, you done? Huh? You sure? So this is what you want to do, right? Like you just want to be out here like single and shit. Like that's what you want to do. Like you're not trying to get back with me. Is that what you're trying to do? Like I just kind of see this person getting very angry. So this is not going to be the last conversation that you have, you know, with this person. This rejection that they're receiving from you, they're not receiving it so well. Is what I'm getting. Okay. I feel like this person just feels like you want to be out here single and talking to other guys and talking to other girls and stuff like that. And it just doesn't sit well with them. You know what I mean? Like the thought, I guess, you know, of you entertaining another guy, entertaining another girl, especially, you know, you're not leaving them because you're not leaving them to go be with somebody else, but like, you know, eventually meeting somebody who's better than them. You know, it's like that, they just can't stand the thought of that. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what they're trying to prevent from happening. So yeah, this won't be the last conversation that you have with this person, okay? So that is what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Hello Pisces, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Pisces, today we're going to see who's coming towards you, but we're also going to see what it is that they want. So with all that being said, Pisces, let's get started. All right, who's coming towards Pisces? Sun, Rising, and Venus. So we do have the 10 of Pentacles. We do have the Knight of Swords to the 7 of Wands. We also have the Tower to the 3 of Wands. Whoever this person is that's coming towards you, it's somebody who is resurfacing back up here for you out of the blue. This could definitely represent somebody that you were married to or in a relationship with, Pisces. But I do see this person gravitating towards you. With the 7 of Wands to the Knight of Swords, it kind of looks like after this Tower moment occurred here between the two of you, Pisces, they've been trying to, like, you know, keep their distance, you know, from you and just simply stay away. So they were definitely fighting back the urge strongly to like just stay away from you and not contact you. But it kind of looks like this person's finally caving in and deciding to extend themselves to you. All right, let's see what it is that this person wants. What does this person want? Okay, we have the, alrighty, we have the Chariot, we have the Devil, we got the Knight of Wands, we also have the High Priestess to the 4 of Cups. Pisces, in regards to what it is that this person wants, I want to start off by saying that this person feels like they have lost all control, okay? Over you and what they once upon a time had with you. It kind of looks like when this person was with you, they had a lot of control over you and this dynamic that they once upon a time had with you. But it kind of looks like the moment this person lost you, it's like they lost all control. over you, and they want it back for whatever reason. It's like they want you back under their spell, is like the best way that I could put it. Okay, tell me more about the devil. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles to the Page of Cups, and then we also have the Empress to the Two of Swords. I definitely don't see you letting this person back in. I mean, that's one thing that I will say, and I think that it's kind of stemming from a place of you essentially feeling like if you go back to this, you're just going to continue to live a life of pain and suffering, which is something that you don't want to do. Yeah, I just don't see you letting this person back in, but I don't know, this is very strange. You know, it's kind of like that saying, misery loves company. Misery loves company. I just feel like this person is a very miserable person for whatever reason they are. And people are miserable for a variety of different reasons, you know, but I just kind of feel like because this person is living a life full of like unhappiness and stagnancy and misery, it's like they just want you to join them. This person's definitely under the impression, for whatever reason, right? They're under the impression, Pisces, that, you know, you're doing so well and, you know, you're just so happy. And I think that your happiness really does bother this person's soul, to be honest. And because it bothers their soul so much, it's like they feel like they have to come back and try to regain control over you all over again. It's like this person just wants to prevent you from being happy, especially without them, because that's one thing that this person cannot freaking stand, is you being 10 times better without them or 10 times happier without them. And they're under the impression that you definitely are 10 times happier without them and are better off without them. And it's just something that they just can't stand. It's one of those things where it's like, well, if I can't be happy, neither can Pisces. Like, it has that type of feel to it. And the fact that they see how happy you are, they're just like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Okay, we're not gonna do that. I do like the fact though that like you're not letting this person back in. I do like that. Yeah, Pisces, I don't know, dude. It's like, I just kind of see this person looking at you as somebody who is happy, somebody who's surrounded by a lot of people who, you know, love you and care about you and want to see you win and want to see you thrive. This person just sees you out here living your best life and just growing and evolving as an individual, and here they are, you know, unhappy and miserable and experiencing a very stuck and stagnant you know, life is what I'm getting. And they just kind of feel like, well, that's not fair. You know what I mean? Like, well, that's not fair. Okay. All right, so we have the King of Swords, we have the Ten of Wands, and then we also have the Ten of Cups out here. Yeah. It kind of looks like you're protecting your happiness as well as your peace from this individual, which is kind of telling me they brought the complete opposite, you know, into your life. It's interesting because I feel like you brought a lot of good into this person's life, and it looks like they brought a lot of bad into yours. Yeah. Now, keep in mind, when this person does come back around your way, because they will, that's kind of besides the point here. They're going to make it seem to you like, you know, they're willing to do whatever it takes to make this work. I just don't see you falling for it. You know, I feel like this person has every intentions in a very evil and twisted way of making your life, you know, a living hell. And it's primarily stemming from a place of, well, if, you know, I can't be happy, you know, I don't want Pisces to be happy either. I think that this person can go off and be happy, you know. I just kind of feel like they just rather spend, I guess, all this time trying to get you back so they can make your life a living hell, because for whatever reason, it's like they get a lot of like satisfaction and enjoyment making your life miserable and a living hell. I know it's very narky, and chances are, I mean, this is a very narcissistic individual, but Be very careful because, yeah, be very careful because I feel like this person's going to try to make it seem like, you know, like they're really sorry. They're just going to make it seem like they really want to do whatever it takes to make this work. But in all actuality, you know, the reason why they're doing all of this is because they see how happy you are and they just don't like it. And if they can't be happy, they don't want you to be happy. So they feel like in order to create misery, stagnancy, all of that stuff into your life, would require them to try to talk their way back into your life all over again. But I just don't see you allowing them to. It's like, no, I'm okay, I'm good, but thank you, you know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of what I see you doing. I just kind of feel like, you know, without you, life is just full of stagnancy, you know, and misery. It's very evil and twisted, but I just feel like this person really did get a kick out of like making you go through hell with them because it made them feel good. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, is that they want to feel good, you know? And in order to feel good, it's like this person feels like they just have to, like, I don't know, you know, try to get you back just to make your life, you know, a living hell in a very evil and twisted way. Okay, so that is what I have for you. Just watch out, just be careful, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.